Welcome to Axium Portal Software. In this video, we'll be showing you how to access the audio zone controller built into the 800 and 400 controllers. We're going to start right here in Axium Portal Software. We're using version 3.0. First thing you do is go ahead here and we're going to drop in an 800 or a 400. In this case, we're going to use 800. Just drop it right into our project view. And from there, we're going to go ahead and click on it. Go ahead and open it up. Once it opens, the second icon in your resource area right here is your audio zone controller. What you do, you just go ahead and click on that, and it opens up. One thing you notice about your audio zone controller is it actually looks like a keypad to begin with. These are all of the sources that I have on my 800. I have my computer as a source, Sonos, Blu-ray, tablet, Apple TV. Now, if these were actually playing, I can go ahead and physically go ahead and change to those sources right here. So if I had audio playing, I would actually be switching to those sources. Also, all of my presets are here. If I have any presets set up in my 800 or 400 program or this Axium Portal software, those presets I can access right through these buttons right here. Now, the important thing to remember is that you're only affecting the zone that you have selected right here. In this case, I have zone 1 selected. Now, if I want to go to a different zone, quite obviously, I just hit the drop down, and I can access all 96 zones that's on my system from here. But to go deeper into this program, if you hit the setup button here, remember, this is only affecting one zone at this point. This is only affecting zone 1. Okay, now once I open that, this is the setup for zone 1. As you see, I can control my bass, my treble, my loudness for that zone. Say I had in my commercial application, I have in my ceiling a bunch of speakers, sound a little tinny. So what I can actually do is go ahead and make one zone of those speakers, go to the drop down here. I can actually put a low pass filter on there and actually create some subwoofers out of the speakers existing in my ceiling simply by changing the low pass on there. Okay, I can also control the gain for that zone, the startup volume for that zone. This is my power on. If I have that clicked and I choose a percentage here, whenever I power on, that's the level that I'm going to power up at. But one interesting thing, if it doesn't sound clear to me, or I think there's a problem with it, it could be that it's clipping. One way to tell is this. If you look in here, right here, and once you open up your player right here, it will tell you if this source is clipping or not. Okay? This readout will not show up on your keypad, but it will show up on this program here, the audio zone controller. So as you can see, it's telling me right now, reduce the gain to that source. So maybe it sounds a little bit distorted. I also get a little red indicator here flashing that whenever it's clipping, it goes there. So I can go in and go ahead and turn that down. So that's one advantage to this program here. If you hear something doesn't sound quite right, go ahead and open up this area right here in the setup area, and you can see if one of your sources are actually clipping. Okay, and you get a readout that it's clipping. But from here, this area right here, I'm actually controlling the analog input source gain. So this is literally controlling the input gain of my Sonos or any other device that I have on there. Here I can actually put source delays. These are delays that I may want to put on this zone on these particular sources. I can also do balance, do my speaker balance here. And I can link zones from here. Okay, so say this is zone 1. If I want to link this zone, I can go ahead and link it with zone 2. I can link it with zone 18. I can link it with zone 40. Any zone that's within this 96. I can link it with zone 95 if I wanted to. Okay? And I can choose what I link that with. In this case, I want to link the audio. So I'm linking the volume. If I turn up volume in any of these zones, it affects all of these zones. I can link standby. If I hit standby or off in any of these zones, it turns off in all of these zones. To unlink these zones, I just hit unlink. Hit the very first zone that you're talking about there, and I'll go ahead and unlink it. If I hit individual zones, those zones will unlink individually. So these are some settings that's for every zone has this set up within the audio zone controller. To go a little bit deeper into it, if I wanted to, I can go to the setup on this side over here. If you go to setup over here, what this is, it takes you to some presets. Okay, this is the defaults for my presets that I have set up. Right now it's defaulted, but so say I hit preset 1. Okay, here I can pick and choose which zone I want preset 1 to actually be active in. Okay, I can also, right here, if I have some playback sound that I want to play, some command, for instance, if I go to party mode, if I want to announce a party mode, I can go ahead and do that. I can choose which sound from the sounds that I chose to actually activate, be that loop. Also, the page preset is here as well. This is my doorbell. This is when I hit my doorbell, what do I want to have? This is where you set that up. Okay, I can have it play sounds right here. Play sounds on the page contact when activated. So it's activated open or activated close. I can have it play a particular sound. I can have that sound loop if I choose to. I can have, when this page preset goes, I can have it go ahead and activate another preset. This preset could be, when this doorbell rings right here, go to preset 4. Maybe preset 4 says, turn on my TV and show the front door camera so I can see who's out there. All of these presets can be affected right here. You can pick and choose right here which zones or which areas or no areas that you actually want these presets to work in. I also have a Do Not Disturb feature. With the Do Not Disturb feature, for my page preset, I can tell it, okay, in preset 1, when preset 1 is set right here, party mode, I don't want to be disturbed in these areas at this particular time. So I may be telling this between a certain time of day or a certain time. I don't want the actual doorbell to ring in a particular area. I don't want any of the presets to actually activate in these areas here that I choose here. And these are the presets that I'm going to choose. Okay, I can set alarms on this, in this area right here. On the alarms right here, I can enable my alarm and decide which day or which zone I actually want these alarms to actually play in. So say I want it to just wake me up in the morning and set my bedroom alarm. So I'm going to go ahead and just make that my master bedroom right there. Okay, and Monday through Friday. Okay, and it's going to go ahead and wake me up at 6 a.m. Okay, and my alarm is going to be enabled.